Sweet. What up, everyone?
What's up, y'all?
Couldn't do
Happy
another
Tuesday.
SellerAmp Seller Hour. I think it's the fifth weekly one. Cool. Sweet.
Absolutely. Good to see everybody today. You guys are having a good one. If you're watching on the replay, we go live every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern to answer lots of questions and hang out with you guys. What up, Luca? What up, Pockets? I saw that's good banter there, Charles, trying to figure out what to so you can watch the spaceship take off and you listen to some Amazon knowledge. That's probably the move there.
Yeah, and so if you guys are watching on the SellerAmp channel too, so we live stream pretty frequently. We're Warner and Miles. We're two of the owners of SellerAmp, and we produce a ton of the SellerAmp content to help you guys sell on Amazon. So any questions you guys got, you can see the chat in your the right. If you're watching on a desktop, it's probably right below. If you're watching on a mobile, and any questions you guys got, please let us know. We got the next 30 minutes. We want to help you guys grow your Amazon businesses as much as possible here. So if you got any questions, let us know. Let us know where you're tapping in from. As well, too, there's a bunch of free resources in the description, a SellerAmp free trial link. You can join our Facebook group, our free Discord, and other resources for Amazon sellers here. All right, so let's see here. Let's see what questions you guys got here. Okay.
Amanda was getting us rolling there. For FBA orders, is it better to provide prepaid shipping limits or Amazon charges a seller when the customer requests? Yeah, so Amanda, you'll typically do free shipping on like economy. So it'll be like your anywhere from like 3 to 7 day shipping is usually going to be free. If it's less than that, you're going to charge a nice big premium, especially during Q4. Like last minute shoppers, parents shopping for the holidays, they'll pay basically anything for shipping. We want to see when you guys set the new record for expensive shipping this year.
Yep.
But you'll see it on there, Amanda. It's pretty straightforward. Like it'll just say like orders to ship. You say like 25 on there. You'll go and you punch in your dimensions, and it'll just kind of charge you for the label. Generally, you'll price it in for economy on most orders.
Yep. And in respect to your shipping templates in general too, if you haven't already yet set up your merchant fulfilled shipping templates, it's really important to go ahead and get on that prior to really the Q4 FBM rush that's going to be starting in about 2 weeks. Specifically, guys. So what that'll look like is going to be you want to have 5 shipping options selected in your template. So economy, standard, both of those you want to do free, as Warner mentioned, and then next day, 2-day, and expedite, you want to do like $30 plus $1 per pound here. Does your seller account need to match the email used to purchase brands? It's good practice too. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's formally required. I think it is, but you do want to have that match. Yeah, you do want to have that match here. Yep. Okay, so certain brands did regate. They were brands that were really only open for people who had been in the game for a while. So if you're a newer seller, it doesn't really affect you. We don't know enough specifically to give any concrete answers on what happened, though, and we'll let you guys know instantly when we do that. Yeah. Okay, you guys created SellerAmp. So we actually didn't create SellerAmp, but we are heavily involved in the future of SellerAmp, for example, and the past couple of years. So yeah, no Spanish, un poco, but not today. Yeah, if you search "como usar SellerAmp," there's some creators who make good Amazon content in Spanish.
Oh yeah. What do you recommend to FBM during Q4? Anything that sells, honestly, Landian. It's think giftable products. Basically anything that's giftable. So anything from makeup to clothes to chocolates, anything like that, right? And then the only thing you need to make sure before you plan on FBMing it is on the SellerAmp buy box stats. You'll just go under like type. It'll show you like FBA or FBM, and just make sure there's some FBM people making some sales on that. But honestly, a lot more stuff will be FBM friendly during Q4 just because the warehouses get so backed up.
Yep. And here's what that looks like, guys, too. So this is gauging if a listing can be FBM tier, right? So if we take a look at this listing right here. So right off the bat, in your SellerAmp settings, you want to have your offer summary selected. You can just do that on selleramp.com in the settings, so we can see this listing clearly is FBM friendly, right? How much would you say percentage of FBM overall sellers typically makes it FBM friendly, Warner?
I mean, this time of year, like seeing a couple, but
Completely
if you see like generally like if less than like 5 or 10 FBA sellers, you'll probably get some FBM sales.
Yeah, like this one's dominated by FBM, for example. So like this one's obviously going to be FBM friendly, right? And then another important thing too, guys, this is a super high sales rank, for example, here. But if we take a look at the Keepa, This listing actually sells pretty well. Like we can see that. Like the offer count's nicely moving there. Like this listing sells pretty well, even though it's a super high rank.
50 monthly sold on the middle chart.
Fact. Oh, that too. Yeah, exactly. Right there as well. Yeah, and then for FBM further too, guys. So basically right here. So to do the FBM calculator, you want to not just look at the prof calculator. You want to scroll over here and pop in FBM right there. And then you can plug in the shipping cost. So for example, this item's not profitable, for example, but you see how big that difference is, guys. FBA, you lose 13%. FBM, you make 13%, for example. So like that's super important there. And it's something a lot of people get wrong is they don't do that as well. Give us a little one in the chat too if you want us to show some other low-key SellerAmp features that are pretty helpful for sellers too as well. Is it sensible to get FBM shipping supplies from Amazon? Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, so polymailers are great to get from Amazon. Yeah.
Yeah. Does Amazon have prep centers? Sort of, Tim. You can pay them 55 cents a unit to label your items for you, but it still has to be sent in with like some very particular standards. So usually that's only viable if it's like a wholesaler or something like that.
Okay, another low-key SellerAmp feature here is that you can do multiplication to do like coupons and stuff in here. Boom. So you can do like plus $1 right here, $1, right? Minus 5%, for example. Boom, right there. So that's another one that's really important too. Another one that this is something a ton of people get wrong is you want to have your sales tax factored in right here, right? But when you put your sales tax in SellerAmp here, I have 8% right here, for example. Do not add it in here too. A lot of people do it twice by accident right there. So make sure you don't do it twice. If you're going to do it in your settings right there, do not add in sales tax to this buy cost. This is going to be the buy cost without sales tax, right? Because it's already factored in on the settings right there too, right? What else am I missing, Warner? What are some other good AMP features?
I was getting an example pulled up on my end.
Oh, lit. Cool. All right. Perfect. Yeah. Perfect.
Let me see it. Yeah. So another good one that we added pretty recently, and you guys have been liking it so far. I want to make sure everybody's aware. If you pop me up on the screen there. So you see how like whenever you're doing manual sourcing, you're going to make just a lot more money manual sourcing, digging through stuff. And we added an AI image search. So for example, like this right here, you just right click it and then you just press SAS AI image search, and it kind of like automatically grabbed a description of whatever that product is, and there it is, right? So that was just like a random product I pulled up. So super quickly you can see like, oh, Amazon's on, it's basically the same price. I'm not making money here. This is also really helpful because you'll also see like some multi-packs and stuff, because it'll just grab a picture, and if there's a 2-pack or a 5-pack, that kind of thing, it'll show up here as well. And a lot of times maybe the 1-pack has Amazon on it, but the 2-pack is it's $30 and you make plenty of money, that kind of thing, right? So that AI image search has been super helpful as well recently. So make sure you guys are taking advantage of that on SellerAmp.
Yeah, and so guys watching on TikTok, so someone asked what profit calculator that was. So that's SellerAmp right there. And then if you guys are just looking to get into the Amazon game, basically, if any of you guys watching on YouTube too, a really, really smart thing you can do is just watch a bunch of YouTube videos. So like the SellerAmp YouTube channel, Fields of Profit, Flips for Miles. Like we got a ton of good stuff, you guys. It's all completely free there. Okay. If there's no buy box, will the item still sell? Yes. If the keep a chart shows movement, no. If the keep a chart doesn't show movement. So your priority is going to be offer count movement specifically right there. It's not sales rank. It's not any of these other metrics. Your best way to gauge velocity is going to be offer count movement. And here's what I mean by that. For example, so like this item here, right? There's a ton of you guys in here on TikTok that is pop. This is very slow here. This is very slow. It's very, very blocky, right? It's very, very blocky right there. It looks like Garrett all out Amazon's jump shot right there, right? So this is very slow right here, right? This sells well. It's got some good offer count movement right there, right? And then this flies right here. It's got a ton of offer count movement right there. Yeah, needs SellerAmp. Facts. Yeah, facts. You got the best moderator in the game in there too. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, facts. You do need SellerAmp. Yeah, right there. Okay, so right, that's how you gauge velocity is going to be offer count movement, not sales rank. That's my favorite way to gauge velocity right there.
Yep. Does Amazon provide shipping from Canada? Yeah, you can sell on Amazon Canada. If you're doing like cross-border, it's a little more complicated, but yeah.
What do you recommend to FBM for Q4? Whatever you find profitably. Don't discriminate. Whatever you find profitably. Thanks for coming on here to answer. I'm having issues with brands, but I've watched videos. not having any luck. It's not luck. It's not luck. It's just doing, what works and everything. So if you're worried about Ungating, just overwhelm them with information that shows that you clearly bought that from a legit place.
Yeah. There's also some brands that are auto ungated as well. On the Fields of Profit channel, I posted a video you can watch a couple days ago doing some auto ungate sourcing. I know Miles also has one. I think there's one on the SellerAmp channel too, right? So
yeah.
Yep. So there's at least 3 videos you can watch us dig through some auto ungated brands and kind of start there. Start storefront stocking off of those brands. There'll be more auto ungate brands, that kind of thing. That's good low hanging fruit while you're getting those ungates done.
We got the man CS in here. What up, CS? Very good question there. Yeah. When does early Black Friday start? This weekend? Yes. So early Black Friday low key started like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's been ripping. Yeah, there's been lots of some sites already say it's like their full Black Friday sale going, which is cool. So like they've already finished their early Black Friday. Yeah.
Yeah. So for example, so right now we're low key in like kind of the period between early Black Friday sales and Black Friday sales. Mark your calendars because this Sunday is when a lot of full Black Friday sales will start. And then more and more of them will start all the way through Black Friday, which is a week from this Friday. Right. So the main Black Friday sales start this Sunday. Right. That's when sourcing gets so easy for like the next like month, basically. Right. And your priority is getting as many small test orders listed FBM as possible. Right. So merchant fulfilling, don't worry about waiting for procs to get to FBA. For example. Yeah. How much does it take to get started? I'd say like $1 to $3K. Right. $20 for SellerAmp. You can try it free. We got a bunch of good free content out there. I got a 6-hour free course you should check out. And, you're in the right place. So whatever questions y'all got, let us know here. Shout out Liz right here. Let's see.
What does ROI mean? It's just, that's a little, pop a Google search on that, Liz. Basically, like if you spend a buck at 30 ROI, you make $1.30 basically.
Yeah.
Or I guess 30 cents profit, you get $1.30 back. How do you know if Amazon is the only one that has the product? You can see it on the offers chart. So you'll see like offers, let's just say Amazon. And then IP is like the brand might IP complain. Private label means it might be a private label. You probably would need to dive into like a full SellerAmp tutorial where we talk about a lot of that stuff. And then also watch, 2 or 3 hours of product sourcing content. And, those are, you're asking good questions, but it's clear you just like watch a couple more videos and like kind of get some reps in. It'll start making a lot more sense. It probably feels like rocket science right now.
Yep. For Amazon FBM, is the ship from address on the shipping label supposed to be our home address? It can be either. It can be, if you're on vacation, it can be vacation. If you're shipping from home, it should be from home. For example, yeah. If you find yourself gated on a brand that looks good and the invoice requirements are 10 procs, does it make sense to purchase 10 cheap items just to attempt ungating? Nah, you don't attempt to get ungated. You just do the ungate right there. So yeah, 100%. Yeah. If I do FBM, will I decrease chance compared to FBA? In general, yes, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you lose by doing it. So like, don't really worry about the difference because right now FBM's popping. Yeah.
Yeah. You might sell more units per day FBA, but like your slower cash flow, that's kind of where the equation changes a little bit. Yeah.
Yep. Can you do a SellerAmp settings video? I just found I messed up. Sure. Okay. So that's really easy here. What you guys need to do if you're a SellerAmp settings is all you need to do is go to settings on selleramp.com. You can low-key copy the URL right there, right? And then all you need to do is add a MISC fee for your sales tax and your inbound shipping costs right here, right? So that's all you got to do right there, right? So MISC fee percent is going to be your sales tax. And then if you add in your sales tax in your settings, you do not add it in on the calculator. So this needs to be your product cost excluding sales tax. Right there. Do you need advertising? Not if you're doing online arbitrage. So what we talk about is flipping name brand stuff. So you don't got to worry about that for that now. Yeah. You guys are killing it on the questions here. Yeah. Can I use any shipping provider? Yeah. USPS is typically going to be cheapest though. For under £1, UPS for above. What do we think, Warner? Is it washed on FBA shipments for the rest of the year?
I wouldn't send anything that you need to sell during Christmas anymore.
Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah,
you can still keep ripping stuff. It's like stuff you've been selling, Nathan, or it's vitamins, grocery products, that kind of stuff. I like that idea because then you're freeing up the house for all your like Christmas centric products. But anything that's very giftable, I would probably FBM from here out.
Yep. Thank you. I've been looking to do that. I want to start wholesale store. Sounds good. Safest number of new offers if the price is stable, no more than 40. Nah, I mean, there's popping listings that got like 75 sellers, for example. Now, not many, right? but it's all relative to what's happening with the price. So if the offer count's moving good and the offer count ain't shooting up, the price probably isn't shooting down, for example. So you're good to go on.
And there was a profitable listing last year with 800 sellers on it.
Oh, that Lego,
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
Crazy.
Yeah, it wasn't super profitable, but it was technically profitable with 800 people on it.
Yep. Can I sell ASICs if I'm not approved by their website? Don't worry about being approved by their website. For example, right? Unless there's like some gigantic thing and like no one can sell it on Amazon, which then you're not gonna be able to approve by Amazon. Do you use plus address for discounts and an entirely new email? Yeah, I mean, ideally the plus email address, that's way easier right there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's clean that way.
Yeah. Amazon take care of sales tax. We're not CPAs, but in general, yes. Yeah. Warner, what's some of those? Oh, yep. Get a good
Melinda was saying she was ripping some of the auto engate products. That's awesome,
Hey,
Melinda.
come on.
There's no, like you say, like 100 sales, you can start getting some auto engates. There's no like hard set rule. Generally it's somewhere around there where you'll start getting some auto engated brands, but the big brands that you're like, the top brands that you're really thinking of are pretty much always going to take an invoice. It's like the mid-sized brands that tend to stop needing invoices after anywhere from like $1,000 in sales up to 10, 20,000 bucks in sales. People start getting some auto engates going.
Someone's pumping PTN stock. Interesting. Okay. Did not expect that on the live stream to go card for today. When clicking Google search, is better to use the Google or Google Shopping button? Fire question. I'd say Google Shopping. Google Shopping predominantly. Yeah.
Yep. Not sure what you mean, Gooba there. Yeah, 60 cents to $1 per pound is pretty typical for shipping. Yeah.
Yep. Shout out Annette, friend of the show right there. Can I use Costco, Invoice, Tungate? Yeah, any big website right there. Yeah. Yeah. You take your reseller search to store and show it to the cashier. Yeah, not every website's gonna do that, but or in store.
Most stores will take it in person.
Most stores.
Yeah.
100%.
Even stores that don't let you get resale exempt online, they'll take a for-profit resale permit in store pretty often.
That's 100% true. Yeah. So that's a really, really good tip, guys. If you want to avoid sales tax, obviously just following your state's rules, for example, you can get what's called a reseller certificate. Just Google how to get reseller certificate, sales tax license, etc. In your state, and follow the YouTube Dr. Page. Sold 1K in my first month. I was talking about Molly. You're in the right place, right? Yeah. Check out the SellerAmp channel, the Flips for Miles channel, the Fields of Profit channel, and we'll put y'all on. Where do I find your 6-hour free course? Just go on YouTube and search Flips 4 Miles, all one word, 6 hours.
Yeah, inventory says not. I'm not sure what you mean there, man. It could be that you ship some inventory to Seller Central and it's like still shuffling around. It's maybe an FC transfer.
Yeah. On FBA Roadmap, you say 30 cents. Costs have gone up a little bit with that. Yeah. How we ungain Skechers, Warner?
Anywhere you can buy Skechers.
Yeah.
Skechers website, WSS. Yeah. Anything.
Walmart, probably, honestly. Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe. Not really. Can I ungate? Yeah. All big websites for ungating. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Your beginner waiting on some products you can sell as a beginner. Yeah. So look at some of the auto ungated sourcing that we were talking about. So just look up like auto ungate products on YouTube and you'll see a few videos of us finding some of those brands that you can pretty much get auto ungated right away.
Yep. After I watch all your guys' videos, I shipped my first box and sold my first item today.
Dang.
That's what I'm talking about. Beautiful. Great work. What's up, Keanu? We got all the homies in the chat today too. Does SellerAmp include shipping to Amazon? Keanu? Yes, if you put in that 80 cents per pound in your SellerAmp settings. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep, Costco still works. Yep.
Oh yeah. We rock with Costco. Hey, my boy, he said, y'all, you answered it a second ago and yeah, but hey, it still works, bro. It still works.
Yep. It hasn't changed in the past couple minutes here.
Yep. Cut off to send to FBA for Q4. I say hop in the FBM trenches right now. Right. I say do it right now. No need to worry about waiting for stuff to check in when you most likely can just sell it today. Yeah.
How long should you wait to create a removal order if products aren't selling? So you should never need to place a removal order if stuff's not selling. It would just lower the prices. The nice part, and like, kind of why you use SellerAmp and look at like the data, like we know exactly how fast our stuff's going to sell, right? It's just obviously you're not always going to make the ideal profit exactly what you're hoping for, right? But the whole point of selling name brand stuff is that it's always going to sell. So yeah, as long as you're looking at the data correctly, just kind of start lowering the prices to see what it'll sell out there.
Yo, what up, fellas? What up, Trey? Can I use a virtual address to verify a professional account? I don't have an address to use. I mean, theoretically, yes. I would do a PO box though. Yeah. How do you hook up thermal printer to print out labels? Check out the Boxum Help Center. For that, we had a bunch of good stuff. If you just Google like Boxum Help Center, you'll find it on there for printing stuff. Buying products from the US while doing FBA Canada. Nah, it's gonna be like expensive to do that. Yeah. Like theoretically, it could totally work, but yeah.
You could actually, I do know somebody doing that, Hannah. You can like import stuff, especially if you live near the border. Like one of my friends, they'll drive across the border with a truck. They'll grab some stuff from a U.S. supplier and sell it in Canada where it's higher. There's definitely some arbitrage to be had there if that is applicable to you, Hannah.
What is Boxum? It's our FBA shipment tool. You can see more if you just go to boxum.com. Yeah. I'm doing FBM. Where would I go to see shipping price so I could price my stuff better? Ooh, okay. Fire question that it literally is going to be relevant to everyone doing FBM this season, for example. So, okay. For your shipping templates for FBM, that's what you charge the customer. You want to have all the options selected on your shipping template. So free or standard, economy, next day, 2-day expedited. The first two you want to do free, standard and economy. And then the next two you want to do like $30 plus $1 per pound for next day, 2-day, and expedited, right? If you want a really good walkthrough on how to actually do FBM, it's like a full guide on this stuff. Just go to howtofbm.com. It's a free guide I got for y'all on there.
Yep. What up, Justin? Good to see you, man.
Yeah,
Good to see about the border.
Up,
yeah. A little bit of like cross-border arbitrage. If there's like certain products that are popular in the US that you can only get in Canada, you can like drive up and get them or, ship them down, that kind of thing. I've done that with like Australian products too. It was like a certain brand of, some stuff I was importing from Australia that you couldn't get in the US anywhere. So you could charge like a big premium on it basically.
Have you created any content about how to understand the payment dashboard as FBM? We'd recommend using Boxum to see all that. Yeah.
What do you make of estimated sale? Yeah, it's in the word, right? It's estimated sales. So look at that. It gives you a rough idea how fast it sells. And then you look at the new seller graph. You see, people hopping in, hopping off the listing, that kind of thing. Gives you just a quick picture of the proof that the item is actually selling basically.
How do you begin to scale your business from online arbitrage to wholesale accounts? Start out looking to wholesale your existing online and retail arbitrage catalog for there. Yeah. What online stores give in invoices besides Target and Kohl's? It doesn't really matter. You don't really need invoices. You're just going to use the, email receipts, for example. You can get those from everywhere right there. So pretty much a good rule of thumb is if you've heard of the retailer, it'll work. Or if it's the official brand website, it'll work.
Yeah. Good question. How do you find sites to source for Black Friday? Any specific methods to find sales or just random searching? Yeah. So, sign up for the email lists of, a bunch of websites, any website you've sourced from before, any website you've seen us source from on like YouTube and that kind of thing. And then, honestly, the best way to find like kind of more hidden sales, it'll just be opening up the actual websites. Like you'll open up the website, check like the Capital One shopping extension, see like a random coupon on the list, just kind of throw some stuff into cart, see what kind of discounts you can get. Just spend like a minute or two seeing what you can really get done on some of the websites you sourced from before. That's how you'll find some stuff that is a little bit lower key, but email will show you kind of like the big picture of what might be on sale.
Ooh, super good question here. Google Sheets links and SellerAmp, how to create them. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the chat. If you just go on YouTube and search SellerAmp Google Sheets, we got a good tutorial on it. That's a very, very good, very good question.
Yeah, great idea to set up a Google Sheet for every holiday. Set up a sheet where it's like, this was almost good when I looked at it. So if you're ever like out of ideas, you can just start looking back through the stuff you've sourced in the past, or it was like, almost profitable. See if a better sale rolled back around, that kind of thing.
Yep. Wholesale directly from brands. I think that's a great idea. Yeah. I think that's a, great idea. As long as, you make sure the brands know you're selling it on Amazon and everything. Yeah. PO box, send a virtual address. Yeah. Cause you need to be able to ship to the address to verify your account. Yeah. Yep.
Melinda, it can take several tries sometimes. Usually like 5 or 6 is how many it'll take, but it can definitely take a lot more than that every now and then. Just keep ripping it and then rename the file. That tends to help me. Offer was removed a few days ago. Why did some go inactive? It could be a lot of things, Brian. Check your account health dashboard. Wonder if you got like a like an IP complaint or anything like that. That they just want proof of where you got it, or maybe the brand doesn't want you on the listing, that kind of thing.
Yep. If your FBM site on YouTube, yeah, it's literally just howtofbm.com. It's a domain basically. Yeah, and there's actually there's a bunch of y'all on it right now too. So yeah, howtofbm.com. Right there. Also, just in general, guys. So if you want to get further in touch with the Amazon community for free, if you check the link in the description, if you're watching on YouTube, we have our SellerAmp Facebook group and our free Discord community. You guys should go check out right there. And just in general too, a major key that I've noticed, and Warner and really all of our buddies that doing this is that getting around other Amazon sellers and networking, getting in the community is really helpful. If you're looking for cool Amazon sellers to work with, drop a little bit about yourself in the chat right now. You know, your Instagram, your Twitter, your experience so far, maybe where you're located, because that's a really good way to find people to connect with, and that's just like a really beneficial thing. So if you're looking for cool sellers to work with and network with, let everyone know what's up in the chat basically with you.
Oh yeah. It seems counterintuitive that telling people what you're up to would make you more money. Like if you're just getting into the game, it's like, I got to hoard all the opportunity to myself. But you know, if you show somebody, you know, one or two products, or like, you know, hey, go check out this sale, that kind of thing. You see that they're serious, they know you're serious, and it just kind of gets very reciprocal.
How about having a sales tax permit? Hey, that's some game, man. Yeah, that's a really good tip there. That you can just look up, you know, a CPA in your state. So like, or just ask ChatGPT, honestly, how to get tax exempt in XYZ state, how to get resource certificate in XYZ state, etc.
Oh yeah. Units have arrived, but they're not Prime eligible. So yeah, whenever you ship stuff to FBA, they still have to basically like kind of shuffle it around to the final fulfillment centers it's going to be at, so that it can have 2-day shipping to as many places as possible. Usually like maybe a couple of the units will hang out at the warehouse you ship it to. The rest of it gets continually shipped around to other places. So you get good shipping in as many states as possible.
Yeah. Do we answer this one, Warner?
You got it.
Got you. Cool. If you don't have a pro account, you don't have shipping templates, I don't know. You need a pro account. Giddy up. You've been in here all day, man. We know you're serious about that. And you got a nice car, so I know you can afford that pro account right there. Yeah. Yes, sir. Okay, we got multiple Wisconsinites in here. What up, Bandy? Bandy, you got to get to know Brian right here. You got to get to know Brian right there. Would you list an item FBM if the buy box dominated by FBA sellers? Check the recency on the buy box stats. Yeah, check the recency on it.
Oh, yeah.
So like last one, and see if there's any FBM folks who have gotten it recently.
Should you always change file name and info when you're trying to reapply? Yeah, I always change the file name, coupons. And then attach any other info you can too. Just like shows how credible that website is, maybe the tracking information, anything like that. Yep. How long did it take to hit 1 million in revenue? Like a couple years for me, because I started with like used books and stuff. Like no one was really showing people how to like actually run it up back in the day. Like kind of had to figure that out on our own. It was like a couple years.
But for OA, it was probably only like 18 months probably.
Yeah, from starting OA, it was yeah. It was less than 2.
Cool. All right, sweet. So we'll be on for a couple more minutes, y'all. So let us know what all questions you guys got. For me, I was doing used books on Amazon for a while because we didn't know any better. But specifically for OA, it took like 9 or 10 months. Right there. Best way to knock down prices when you're sourcing aside from CarBest. The best question of the day right there. Okay, so you don't find items profitable, you make them profitable, right? So for example, a couple examples of leads I found today, guys. So it was on sale for 12. There was a 20% coupon code, and there were 15% discounted gift cards, right? So that knocked that buy cost down like nuts. So it was on sale already, but there was a coupon that worked and a discounted gift card that worked. Now, another example of lead I found today, it was a $14 buy cost selling for $31 on Amazon. And I used a tax exempt certificate, right? And there were 5% discounted gift cards, and the FBM numbers were better than the FBA numbers. So switching it to FBM, I got an extra $1 or $2 profit on that sale, right? Let's see, what's another example of something? today. Let's see. Yeah, like most websites have some sort of coupon, for example. So like a 15% email sign up code that shows, but just to list out a bunch, basically using a reseller certificate if that website takes it. Coupon birds and Capital One shopping for coupons, right? Card Bear and Top Cashback for gift cards. Just knowing about sales going on, and then trying to stack on as many discounts as possible. A lot of loyalty rewards programs popping too. Yeah. Bunch of stuff, honestly. Damn, another Wisconsin. All right. Is anyone here not from Wisconsin? We need to know. There's one South Carolina guy, but we need to know some people aren't from Wisconsin here.
You sell the products the brand is on. There's no private label. Typically no, Patrice. Some people will, especially if you see like a lot of third-party sellers on it. Personally, I never risk that because it shows that whether it's tomorrow or 3 years from now, they're going to start kicking people off the listing because they clearly care about Amazon.
Yep. All right. Okay. Finally. All right. Oh, hey, hold up. Sales tax free king right there. That's the sales tax free king or queen right there. Yeah. I'm not from Wisconsin. Gotcha. Okay. Good. All right. Cool. Standard packagers frustration free. I wouldn't really worry about that for FBM. Yeah. Okay. All right. See, now y'all letting us know what's up in here. Yeah. Now y'all letting us know.
It's not just Wisconsin.
Not just okay. Good. So we had to aggravate.
As much as I love the fellow Wisconsinites. Yeah.
Yeah. We had to make you guys territorial about your native place right there. Cool. All right, guys. So appreciate everyone tapping in for this edition of SellerAmp Seller Hour. Every Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern, we go live on the Flister Miles channel, SellerAmp channel, and Fields of Profit channel all together to put you guys on a bunch of game right there. Take a look at the link in the description for our Facebook group and our free Discord group if you want more good stuff right there. And we're here to help all Q4 and hope you guys have a great day.
Absolutely. Good to see you guys. Good vibes. Y'all have a good rest of your day.
Yep. Yeah. Check out my 6-hour free course too. Someone that has how do I get started? Watch through that entire thing and that'll get you going up on that. Be great, y'all. Have a great one. See y'all later.